Hey, so we are on my webpage here, a web page of my website. The website is the Mormon Truth Videos Gospel Topics Hub .weebly.com is the address. I use the subdomain on Weebly to keep it free and to make it everlasting like the gospel was supposed to be. And this page um, so this is a brief introductory here is all I'm doing right now. The angel and Joseph in his 1823 first vision. That sound a little off to somebody? So what this is about is the first vision that Joseph's family and friends appear to be unaware of. And so what I'm going to focus on here is the historicity or lack thereof to what we have been taught was called the first vision, at least in these days. And I'm going to have a page, I think, separate discussing the importance of the first vision in LDS, LDS theology, LDS in the marketing of the church, I would say, as a pillar of Mormonism. And so this particular, and how I came to believe in the first vision being an actual event. Right here we're going to go over historical issues. And so, yeah, his family did not ever know about, they were not told of this. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to go over statements made by Joseph Smith's mother, his brother, his associates such as Brigham Young, Wilford Woodruff, John Taylor, Orson Pratt, Heber C. Kimball, George A. Smith, all these apostles, and we're going to see what they have to say with regard to Joseph Smith trying to find out what church he should join, or if there was a true church on the earth. An example of that would be, Brigham Young stated regarding Joseph's initial revelatory claim that the Lord did not come with the armies of heaven, but he did send his angel to this same obscure person, Joseph Smith Jr., who afterwards became a prophet, seer, and revelator, and informed him that he should not join any of the religious sects of the day, for they were all wrong. And so, that's in the Journal of Discourses, recording the discourses of Brigham Young and there in the tabernacle. And so time after time, what we'll find in here are these apostles stating that it was an angel that came to Joseph Smith initially, and no one, including his brother William, who gives us 4 different renditions, places where he's been interviewed in his life, and William was an apostle as well. Nowhere does he, place that in an 1820 environment. And so we've got that, all that good information located on this page, so we can compare that with what Joseph Smith has to say. For instance, in his, in the Joseph Smith history that we find that he published in 1842, where we basically have the first time this first vision is actually published, much to the surprise of many, and it was not scripture. It was published, I believe it was in the Times and Seasons periodical, and what we've got there is him stating that his family members, his mother and some of his siblings, actually joined the Presbyterian Church due to this revival that was going on, that sort of a thing, prior to his first vision, for instance. And we know that all occurred after his brother Alvin died, which occurred on November 23rd, I believe, 1823. So it appears that his family members joined the Presbyterian Church in 1824. His mother was a member of that church, an active member, we believe, till, was it 1828? Right around there. I could be off on that. Well, I've got that documented. And, of course, these things aren't consistent with what Joseph Smith tells us in his revamped history. Neither is the fact that the Book of Commandments never mentions this first vision in it, although everything that's published about church history, whether it's the Book of Commandments, whether it's the rise of the church, published by Joseph Smith and Oliver Cowdery in 1833 or 35, along with the Book of Commandments, which is 1833, none of them say anything about this first vision that we now hear of so much. In other words, this wasn't part of Mormonism. This wasn't part of the presentation on how the gospel was restored during Joseph Smith's lifetime. 1842, there was something in the periodical. We didn't get it in Scripture till much later, much later, and it just isn't something that we see reflected in what the apostles say the story was. Everybody says it was an angel in 1823. Nobody ever heard of this God the Father and God the Son business in 1820 to a 14-year-old boy. So we're going to go over that and document that in this particular webpage. See you inside.